What's up everyone, in this video I'll be showing you the results from 10 hours of Rune Dragons with a Dragonhunter Lance. And we both started and ended this one with 90 attack and 99 strength. So getting right into the loot, we managed to get 447 kills overall, with the value of the loot coming out to 23.6 mil. And as you can see on the bottom there, the most important item we got was the Dragon Limbs, which increased the value of this tab by roughly 8 mil. And aside from the Dragon Limbs, we just got the usual very good standard drops that Rune Dragons drop. But now that I've shown you all of the loot, let's get into the stats. So to start things off, we got over 67,000 melee experience per hour, which is surprisingly good when you consider how high Rune Dragon's defenses actually are. And the main reason why these stats aren't too bad is because of the Dragonhunter Lance, which both gives you a 20% damage and a 20% accuracy boost against these dragons, which is really useful here. Our supply cost was also much lower than it would have been if we'd used the Dragonhunter crossbow and range, and that largely comes down to the fact that we're not using any of the more expensive ranged ammunition. But it is also helpful that using melee allows you to use the Justiceer armor set, which both provides very good defensive bonuses and a very hefty prayer bonus as well, which does help to keep supply costs down a little bit. It should also go without saying that getting a profit of over 2 mil per hour is absolutely insane for this method. Keep in mind that without any rare drops whatsoever, we would have made a profit of 1.36 mil per hour, which is still incredibly good, and that on average you'd expect a value closer to 1.7 or 1.8 mil per hour when you include rares over a longer period of time, which is insanely good when you consider the fact that this is not really a high intensity method. And finally, we averaged over 44 kills per hour here. And for those of you who remember on this channel when we covered the same Rune Dragons but with ranged instead using a Dragonhunter crossbow, you will note that this is 6 kills per hour faster than using ranged, which essentially means that if you do want to do Rune Dragons, using a Dragonhunter Lance and melee is the way to go, as it's cheaper than using the range setup with the Dragonhunter crossbow and more effective to boot. In terms of the method, I also found that melee was much more enjoyable than using ranged here, which largely comes down to the fact that Justice's armor is incredibly good, and because of its high defensive bonuses, you don't need to pay as much attention while you're doing this method. And with the addition of the Dragonhunter Lance, you're doing just as much if not more damage overall. In fact, with melee this method practically becomes semi-AFK in nature, which is incredible when you consider exactly how much money you're able to make doing this method. So whilst I was lukewarm about recommending doing this method with range, I can fully recommend giving this a try if you have the Dragonhunter Lance and some good defensive melee armor, as it's a much smoother experience overall. And that's it for the findings for this video, so I do hope you enjoyed and found it helpful. And if you've got anything you'd like to see me cover, drop me a line and I'll see what I can do to make it happen. And on that note, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Jack Hamilton for suggesting that I do this method. With all of that said though, that is it from me, so I hope you're all having a wonderful day as always, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!